We're going to talk about finding volume and surface area. Now, this was I believe it was a 3-point question on the regions. Um, and they wanted you to find both volume and surface area for this shape below. So they give you the measurements, which is good. Now they want you to apply the formulas. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look. We're going to go to Internet Explorer and I'm going to pull up the reference sheet. Now, one thing you will notice is that we do have rectangular prism of surface area. Okay, we can find that surface area for rectangular prism. There isn't volume though. Volume's not in there. All I have is cylinder. So the volume for a rectangular prism we should know, but the surface area one's already there for us. So I'm going to take that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to my question. Now, as many of you know, the volume for a rectangular prism is length times width times height. Similar to area, but we have 3 dimensions, so we need to have 3 measurements. So that'll be a little easier to calculate. So the length we'll call it 10, the width 2, and the height looks like it's 4. So we're going to write down the volume as 80 centimeters to the third, because we got 3 dimensions. Now the surface area formula, I'll put over here. Now that was just from my reference table, so we're going to make sure that we write that down. So we know this is length, width, and height. Now I'm going to go ahead and substitute. So for this formula, we got 2 times 10 times 2 plus 2 times 2 times 4, and then plus 2 times 10 times 4. Now, as you're looking at this formula, you might notice that each one of these has a 2 in front. Now, many of you may know where that 2 comes from, but if you don't, the reason there's 2 of them is because we got 6 sides total, and we have 2 like this side here, and then there's imaginary one here on the other side. Those have the same exact measurements. So instead of putting 6 different formulas for surface area, we take the 3 and multiply each one by 2. So next part, we get some products. We got 2 times 10 times 2, which is going to be 40. Then we got 2 times 2 times 4, which will be 16. And then 2 times 10 times 4, which will be 80. Finish off by adding these together, and we get 136 squared centimeters, because we're talking about area. So it's important with formula questions that you locate your formulas in your reference sheet, and then make sure you substitute everything correctly. If you do make an incorrect substitution, you could still earn credit, but you need to make sure you don't stop in the middle of the problem.